Lions and Vikings. Lions 4-1. Vikings 5-0. I'm gonna say the Vikings gonna get their loss in week 7 this week. I'm gonna go ahead and go with those Lions in week 7. They're sitting at 4-1. They should be tied with those Vikings this week at 5-1. Dolphins and Colts. Dolphins and Colts. I'm gonna go with those Colts. Texans division, it's okay. Dolphins, we already know the story with them up and down, but they're trying to hang on. Team that can possibly get a wild card. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm going with the Colts in week 7. Texans and Packers. 5-1 Texans. Going to Wisconsin and play these Packers. And I always said it's a tough place to play. I'm going to go with those Texans this week. I almost want to switch it up and go with those Packers. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. But I said Texans keep it going. 6-1 after week 7. We're going with those Texans. Eagles and Giants. What do we call them? The Giants? Misfits. But I tell you one thing, the Eagles ain't too far from it. If the Giants are misfits number 1 and the Browns are 2, the Eagles gotta be 3. But I'm going with the Eagles this week. 3-2. Giants are 2-4. Giants, they kind of get it together, man, and try to string together some games. Just look a little organized, like they know what they're doing. Man, they can turn their season around. They can turn it around. I don't think they're going to do that, but, you know, they got to find it from somewhere. But they're not going to find it in week 7. I'm going with those Eagles in week 7. Panthers and Commanders. Going with the Commanders. I don't even know why I thought about that. 1-5 Panthers, 4-2 Commanders. And records don't mean anything at this point. You know, even if you didn't win a game and you're well under 500, don't mean you can't win a ball game. So we're not looking at it that way. But we are going to look at it the way you've been playing on the field lately in previous weeks. And the eye test is telling me these Commanders at home are going to beat those Panthers. And I'm rolling with that. Roll it down one here. Jets and Steelers. Oh man, this is going to be a good one. At least on paper. Before the season started, you would say this was going to be a good one. With all the crazy stuff that's going on, we'll see a Davante Adams. Could he possibly play in this game? We don't know. What do y'all think about the Davante Adams trade? Was it too obvious? We're not going to get too deep into it. That can be a whole nother video talking about the Davante Adams trade. But me personally, I mean, is it going to change anything? Is it going to get him in the playoffs? Davante Adams, should he went to another team that could have contended for a Super Bowl? You know, there's a lot of that stuff going around. Or he just wanted to play with his buddy so bad, Aaron Rodgers. They're going to figure it out on the fly. We're going to find out. Just keep tuning in. But I'm going with those Steelers in week 7 against the Jets. Okay. Chargers and Cardinals. I'm going with those Chargers. Going with those Chargers against the Cardinals in week 7. Hardball. Let's take it at the top. Patriots and Jaguars. This one here can go either way. Both of these teams are at 1-5. Starving. Need wins bad. And if I had to pick between the two at this point, it's going to be the Jaguars. It just seems like they get things going and they kind of fall apart during the game, but it looks like they'd be headed to victory. Something happens. I don't know what it is. Peterson is definitely on the hot seat. And if they lose like 2 or 3 more games in a row, the man is not going to make the season. They're going to fire him during the season. I can see this happening in a couple of weeks if they can't find a way to win. So the pressure is on. Can they save their coach's job? At home in week 7, I say they do. I'm going with the Jaguars. Titans and Bills. Going with Bills on that. They looked good last week. They're at home. Titans up and down. But they make games interesting. Titans becoming very close. Very close. But 1-4 means very inconsistent. They can't string together enough plays, impact plays. And I got to go with the Bills at 4-2. Bills in week 7. Seahawks and Falcons. Seahawks 3-3 of the year so far. Falcons 4-2. Falcons at home is kind of hard to go against. Kirk Cousins, of course. This is an easy one for me. They get it done in week 7 at home. Bengals and Browns. Going Bengals on this one. Going Bengals. Something tells me these Bengals going to start getting it together. Start pulling out some wins. They're 2-4. Okay? Their season is not gone yet.